Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start with a simple question today. What will help young people succeed in the future? I hope you guys can reflect on that, and if you have the chance to answer this question or think about it, please do it. Many people immediately think about perhaps technology, computers, or artificial intelligence. And yes, those things matter. But today, I would like to talk about another skill that is just as important, the ability to communicate with people from different parts of the world. And my message today is simple. Artificial intelligence can make us faster, but languages can help us go further. Sometimes we talk about the future as if it is something that just happens. But the truth is that the future is built little by little, every day. The decisions we make today in education will shape the opportunities our students have tomorrow. When we help young people learn another language, we are not just teaching vocabulary. We are opening doors that may change their lives. Throughout history, people have created tools to make life easier. The first tools did not replace humans. They helped humans do more. The same happened with the wheel, with the telephone, with the computer, and the internet. Technology has always been a way to increase human potential. It is not about replacing people. It is about helping people do things they could not do before. Today, artificial intelligence is the newest and perhaps most powerful tool we have ever created. Why? Because it can help us write, learn, analyze information, and solve problems faster. But AI still needs people. It needs human creativity, human judgment, human values. So the question is not whether AI will replace us. The question is, how can we become better with the use of AI? Today, you can speak into your phone and receive in almost instant translation. And this raises an interesting question. If technology can translate for us, why should we learn another language? At first, it sounds like a reasonable question, but when we look closely, we discover something important. Language is about much more than translating words. The paradox: AI can translate words, but it cannot create trust. AI can translate vocabulary, but it cannot fully understand culture. AI can translate messages, but it cannot build relationships. Think about someone who speaks your language, understands your culture, and knows your reality. You naturally feel more comfortable with that person. That's something technology can support, but not replace. A few years ago, where you lived strongly affected, where you work, today that has changed. Many people work remotely today. Companies hire talent from different countries every day. Distance is becoming less important, but language is becoming more important. Opportunities are global. Communication must also be global. Costa Rica has talented people, creative people, hardworking people. The challenge is that many still do not have the language skills needed to access global opportunities. The problem is not a lack of talent. The problem is access. When language becomes a barrier, opportunities remain out of reach. That is why bilingualism is not just an educational goal. It is an economic and social opportunity. Great leaders build confidence. Great innovators collaborate. Great professionals persuade and inspire. These things require more than words. They require human connection. And that is where people continue to make the difference. At the end of the day, people do business with people. People trust people. People follow people. Technology can support conversations, but relationships are built by humans. When you make the effort to speak someone else's language, something special happens. You show respect, you show interest, you create a connection. People feel understood. And when people feel understood, trust grows. That is why language remains one of the most powerful tools for building relationships. And I believe we all agree on that. Learning another language does much more than help us communicate. It helps us think differently. It challenges our brains. It teaches to adapt. It strengthens problem-solving skills. In a world that is changing rapidly, these are exactly the abilities we need. The jobs of the future will look different from the jobs of today. By the way, we don't know what's going to happen in 5 more years, what kind of jobs we're going to have. Workers in the future will collaborate with technology. They will work with people from different countries. They will need to learn continuously. In this environment, bilingualism is no longer just a nice extra skill. Increasingly, it's becoming a basic requirement. I believe the future is not a competition between humans and machines. Instead, it is a partnership. Think of 3 levels. One person works alone, another works with AI, and with AI and communicate globally. Who will have more opportunities? Most likely, the third person. And that is the professional of the future, in my opinion. The policy for language promotion that we have in Costa Rica is about more than language learning. It's about creating opportunities. It's about helping Costa Ricans participate confidently in a connected world. The goal is not simply to teach grammar. The goal is to prepare people for the future. Sometimes people worry that learning another language may weaken national identity. I believe the opposite. Learning another language allows us to share Costa Rica with the world. I was a foreign exchange student long ago, and I had the opportunity to talk about my country, to explain, to tell them many things about this country that I love. And I think that my identity continue intact. We do not lose who we are. We expand our ability to tell our story. A bilingual Costa Rican is still fully Costa Rican, just with a larger audience. Imagine 3 people. One speaks one language, one speaks two languages, one speaks two languages and knows how to use AI well. Which person will have access to more opportunities? The answer is probably obvious. The future belongs to people who combine human skills and technology. AI can help us find information. It can suggest ideas. It can show us possibilities. But AI cannot decide what is important to us. It cannot choose our values. It cannot define our purpose. A map can show the road, but we still choose the destination. Languages are not simply words and grammar. They are new perspectives, new cultures, new friendships, new opportunities. Every language we learn allows us to see the world through another lens. And that experience changes us for the better. Let me leave you with one final thought. Artificial intelligence will help us do things faster, but languages will help us connect with people. Languages will help us understand cultures. Languages will help us build trust. And ultimately, languages will help us create opportunities. The future is not about choosing between AI and bilingualism. The future is about combining both, because technology may help us move faster, but it is human connection that helps us move forward. Thank you very much.